All right. I was just going to catch up a little bit. Tell me about what you're up to today, or what you've been up to lately.
Lately, yes. So after I graduated 2017, I started considering myself a professional artist, right? So that's I went to school originally because I wanted to make art as my career and not keep it as a hobby anymore. Because
So how did you make that transition into full time? Like, consider it as a career. What exactly does that entail?
I that entail like I started calling myself a business woman.
Okay.
Just not an artist, but a professional artist means like I'm creating for myself for sure, first thing, and creating to make money.
Well, that's the first step, right? You have
Yeah,
to start referring to yourself as a professional, or somehow you don't come across that way. When you tell people you're a professional artist, then they conjure up something else in their mind, and they know it's something beyond just a hobby.
yeah. So the story goes little back. Maybe should I just go back and how I decided and what I decided to do?
Well, just yeah, a little bit, just a little bit about maybe
Yeah,
just
little.
right out of school, just exactly what you did
Yeah.
to.
So when I joined school, I it was not easy for me to join school because it's a private college, Academy of Art University, and my husband was like, okay, we can't afford it, our son is going to college, because I joined when our son was starting college as well. But I told him like, no, I won't be a starving artist, I will try to bring back your money and I will make it worthwhile. So that's how I started, in the mindset like I have to make it work, no way, there's no
Yeah.
way.
Does
So
yes. So you went into it knowing that you were going to be a professional. It wasn't just something that you wanted to do because you were
yeah.
interested. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was told like you don't have to go to art school to be a professional, right? You can just learn through YouTube videos or do whatever your mind says. But I wanted to do abstract, and I was
Mhm.
so confused initially going to galleries that why is this painting $35,000, or why is this painting $85,000, or why is this painting $5,000? It's
Right. Right.
abstract, it's just paint. It's right blobs of paint, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
How is this working and how is the other painting not working, because like they are all colors and compositions. And so I wanted to get into this, like how do I express myself and make it technically sound as well, and not like come across as like paint thrown on canvas. So I wanted to learn that, and I did. Like halfway, halfway through, we learn everything. We do paint plein air, we do figurative, still life, everything. And I did quite good portraits, and but always my mind was to be very unique and to have my art my own signature, and like how
Mhm.
to express very pure and honestly through my
Well,
mind.
how do you think having an art degree adds sort of an element of professionalism to your marketing and to your sharing with other people about your art? Does it make people feel like you're more of a professional because you've got that degree?
Absolutely, yes, because especially for abstract artists, I feel it does give me credit that I went to art school, and it does make me feel like more professional and more confident, because even if I do whatever and I can back it up, like okay, even this small blob is intentional, if I can say that, that
Mhm.
is like more confidence showing in people, right? So
Right, right.
it did help me a lot, because I was like, there are no rules for abstract art, and there are rules. There are rules for composition, color theory that we learned, right? But there
Right.
are rules of like how you put like paints in there, or how what are the shapes, or what is the, and still keep it intuitive and spontaneous. It should
Right.
not look like okay, very contrived, or it shouldn't look like oh you made this shape like this. It should look like a spontaneous shape, yet in the
Mhm.
in the degree of like technically sound. So,
Right.
so the going to art school taught me all the basics, actually, the foundation of composition and color theory. And
Yeah.
when I do my abstracts, it comes naturally. Now I don't have to think about the composition part. I don't think about the color theory part or
It all.
the
Yeah.
colors what with what or the harmony of colors that comes naturally. So I only think about the spontaneity and intuitive. Like I don't overwork my art now, and I know what's going to work.
Did the study of drawing the figure and the realism part of the education have any sort of impact on abstract and what you're doing now?
Uh, I feel nothing goes to waste. No amount of like a small amount of education goes to waste. Even I read an article, right, and
Mhm.
it's not connected directly to my abstract art, it helps me with everything, like light and shadows, like how the like the in the figuratives we showed like the chiaroscuro of light and shadows, right? How,
Right, right,
yeah, and how the lines needs to be thinner, blurred. Some
right.
like where the shadow stops and the light starts, how we need a strong line there. There should
Hard,
not be
yeah, yeah. And edges, hard edges,
hard edges, soft
soft
edges.
edges, texture,
Yes. So
especially when you're dealing with oil paints, there's all kinds
yes,
of things that you can do with texture.
textures, absolutely, and the
Yeah,
lines
and
and
the
forms.
line.
So
Yeah,
that all helped me in my abstract art because even if they are not of a particular flower or a shape or
right.
figure, but still I use those principles and they come naturally to me.
Well, congratulations on developing a really good career. I've been following you, and it seems like you've been really successful.
Uh,
You've had some shows, and so how has the career developed so far?
I think the career has developed so well for me. Initially, when I graduated in 2017, I just went out and started just doing how many ever shows I could get in. So I did like 18 shows in 12 months in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, and I am grateful that I got all these shows and I did not worry about the solo shows or group shows or regional shows or national shows or whatever. I just started just entering shows and I got rejections so many. And immediately after I graduated, I got a interview from a gallery, a well-known gallery in San Francisco, and but they did not accept me. They said I'm not there yet. But if they had accepted, I would have worked for them like exclusively.
Right,
And I'm
right,
so grateful that they rejected me that time because that helped me with my career. Because I came home, I wrote down all the questions they had asked me, and I thought about those, like what went wrong and what would I should I have answered or what were they looking for. I'm like, I don't want to answer all the questions like according to their liking, right?
right,
I
right.
want to be honest to myself, and I was that time. So I was like, okay, so I made that rejection work for myself and gave that momentum to me. Okay, from now on, this is a good thing that they did not like me because I can work on all these different areas now. And
And I thought being an artist, we like our independence.
yes,
We don't want to work for somebody,
no,
right?
no,
I mean,
not in that, not
not
at
in that not in that sense.
because not before exploring myself what I actually can do or what is my potential and just
Right,
be constrained with one gallery. So I'm happy that that happened, and I
right, right.
just feel that things happen for a reason. Even if I get rejected, I feel low for a while, but then I bounce back and say, okay, let me see what went wrong and let me make it work next time. Or
Exactly. Well, since I'm not an abstract artist, I'm a realist. I'm more in the realist camp. Um, I've always been curious about what inspires an abstract artist, what do you begin with? Do you begin with an emotion, or is it something you see? Is it nature, or what exactly inspires a particular painting?
So with like so many artists, I'm inspired by nature for sure, and inspired by the textures and the light and shadow movement that I see when I'm outdoors. But for most, when I start my painting, I don't go with the set rules or set emotion at all. It is not that. I just go with the set color theory, like color palette, and that might change later. But I want something to start on. Like, I don't bring out all my paints outside. I might have like 200 or 100 tubes of paint, but I don't bring them all out. I bring them like a small, like a set of paints
Mhm.
that I'm going to use for this painting, because I want to go with some color palette, some color emotion. So I work with colors. So like blue painting or yellow painting, something like dominant color, and then I go from there. And
Okay,
then I
so
start painting.
you start with a limited palette,
Absolutely.
and then
Yes.
add if you want to later on add to it.
Right. And limited palette is also the colors that work together, because I have my own cheat sheet or a chart made out for myself,
Right.
and I use colors according to that. Because that time I'm not thinking about any emotion, it's more about the technical thing when I start painting. Because when I start painting, I get into different zone, and that
Right.
time I don't need to worry about where's my yellow, or where's my yellow ochre or Naples yellow or yellow cadmium, where's that paint, like. So that
Mhm.
makes my continuity. So I bring out those paints, and so, and
Yeah.
sometimes mix them in different cups and keep them, so I can use mix them as I am working. So I'm not restricting myself about like, okay, I can find this, let me use this paint instead. So
Right.
that's.
Do you use what kind of tools do you use? Brushes and palettes and knives and all kinds of different tools, or is it mainly brushwork?
So I don't use brushes in my paint.
Okay.
No brushes harmed in my paintings. Only
Only painting knives.
only no painting knives either. I so my concept is like when I'm outdoors, I am intrigued how the breeze moves the landscape, how the breeze moves the light and shadows and
Okay. Yeah.
shapes and textures. So gave me an idea to paint with air, and I started painting with a can of air, that compressed can initially. Then I started painting bigger, and then
Huh.
went ahead and uh, another blower which is used to clean electronics. And one day I was painting really big, and I took my husband's leaf blower and started moving paint.
That's interesting. Huh.
Yes, and this is how I move my paint with air.
So you move it with air,
Air.
like
And then
a
it
have you used a hair dryer?
no, no, no. Hair dryer doesn't work. It doesn't blow the air with that force.
It doesn't have
Enough power.
enough yeah, doesn't have
Enough
enough.
power, and it doesn't have the different nozzles or different level of
Yeah.
air. So I
Yeah.
never used air.
The reason I say that is because my brother Mike went to the University of Texas on an art degree, and this was back in the 70s, back in the late 70s, when I was still in high school. And I can remember him coming home and doing a painting where he used a hair dryer to splatter paint on the canvas.
Yeah, the hair dryer won't like throw the air like in a distance, or like if I want like a really. So with the leaf blower, like I can switch it off, and I have this residue of like little bit of the air coming, and I can move the small shape, or like
Wow.
I can, or sometimes I tilt it, or sometimes I go back really back and then put air, or
Mhm.
like close, or like do it on the top sideways. So it's like I have all these
So
neat.
that's how you get the fluidity that I see in your paintings, the
Yes,
mixtures and the way they sort of flow
Yes, they flow. Yeah, up. So my those shapes are like undulating. They are not like one on top of each other. Sometimes they are going under another shape and coming out.
Hmm.
So they are all connected and in layers. So like how our memories are all connected and in layers, and
Right.
none of our experiences go to waste, right? So in the
Right.
same way, none of my paint or the lower layers of paint go to waste. It's all adding to the real, like the final.
Do you do do you do wet on wet, like in the sense of all in one sitting, or do you let layers dry and then come back a day or two later, or 3 days later, and add another layer, or is it all done basically in one sitting?
So it's both. So it's not like I not always let those dry, but sometimes I let them dry if I like certain thing, because I don't want to disturb something, then I let it dry
Right. Right.
and and then paint over it. But
Okay.
it's always like both things. I
Okay.
cannot do in one sitting. I've never done a painting in one sitting. I've done paintings in one sitting if they're small or
Well, I
mm,
was going to ask you about size. Do you find that collectors like the bigger size, or do they like any size at all? Does it matter about size? And how large do you tend to paint?
yeah. So that's such a great question, and it's surprising how the collectors react to sizes. So my they react to really large paintings, but most sold size is 36 by 36.
Okay.
That
Good.
is the most I've sold so far, those sizes, because they go in all these different places, like over the sofa.
Right.
Where,
Yeah, I remember somebody, an artist in New York City, said the largest he'll go as a painting is one that will fit in an elevator. If
oh,
if it's too big to get into an elevator in downtown New York City, Manhattan, to go up to the 21st floor,
yeah,
then he won't make it any larger than that, and that sort of constrains his size. So it's a real practical idea to keep your paintings a certain size because of the potential use.
right. I
It's
think that could be one reason the 36 by 36 actually fits very nicely in a car trunk.
right, right.
How, yeah, so that's I think could be one reason. And it's like it's most affordable size,
Hmm.
because the larger gets really expensive and the small ones, like if you're buying a painting from an artist you are following or you want to collect, then you
Right.
want to spend some amount to show off, right, that okay, we own this painting. And I think 36 by 36 is a good size, and it does make a good impact, right, if you see this size.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Size does have a much bigger impact, especially in abstract work, because it's used on various, like you say, in various locations in someone's home. And size, that 36-inch size seems like a really nice trade-off. It's large, but yet it's not too large.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
overbearing. It's not hard to travel with.
right, and it's a good investment, and it's good kind of value and good nice
Well,
size.
are you currently represented by a gallery, or how do you set your pricing? How do you what do you do in terms of the pricing of a painting these days?
So the pricing at my art school, they we had this program, professional practices, and they showed us how to price. And we had this solo show initially, and we priced our work according to the school. And everybody was shocked, like this is too high,
Right,
because you don't have a name. It's like you can just price your work whatever you want to, right? So
right,
I kind of little bit researched what uh, people are selling for how much, like an artist who is not known yet, and what and still doing abstract. So
right.
I kind of slashed my prices like maybe half, and maybe started from there. So
Yeah,
I've increased my prices last year very small amount, because I was told by the galleries like you need to kind of set it up like little higher.
Yeah, it's always been hard for me when I do a portrait. I do a lot of portraits, or I was doing a lot of portraits when I was still in California, Laguna Beach, and the sizes were 24 by 36, and I never could figure out the best price. What to charge somebody who wanted a portrait done, and you don't want to make it. If you're a professional, then people need to pay a professional price.
Right.
But at the same time, there's a limit to how much people will pay.
Yeah.
So I never could come to a really good way of coming up with a standard price at all. And so I just started pricing mine according to the painting. Every painting's different because every client's different, and that's the way I approached it. Is am I willing to do the work for this amount of price for this particular client? And if not, then I'll pass on it. You
Oh,
know, that's
yeah.
kind of the way I looked at it. Because how much can these people bear to pay? Or are they a good friend of mine? Do I want to give them a break? Are they strangers? So I just never could come to a good system or a good way of pricing stuff. So it's an interesting thing, and it also matters, I guess, if you're represented by a gallery. That's going to decide a lot too, because they're
Right. Yeah, I am with galleries, but not exclusively. Like they don't let me, they don't want me to not sell anywhere else. So that's a good thing. But for pricing, I think I don't do individually because like it's not fair, right? For our people who cannot pay, or uh, I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I price my work like same across
across the board. Yeah.
the board. And so it gets very expensive when I show in Pleasanton. I live in Pleasanton.
Mhm.
Sometimes it does get expensive when I'm showing here in Castro Valley or Pleasanton, or in my local Tri Valley, or instead of like showing at Mill Valley, or like showing at San Francisco, or showing elsewhere, like where they're rich
Mhm.
people, or they're
Right. Right.
rich people here also. I'm not saying that, but then people here don't actually have this exposure, how much the paintings are going for, right?
Right. Right.
And yeah, so but I do have to price them like same price across board.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, I've
Eh,
learned this hard way because I did that one time, showed at a gallery, at a exhibition in San Francisco. At some point, some price, and it did not sell anything, but I had good results, good acceptance, and good appreciation. Then I showed to another gallery, another show, and kind of lowered my prices little bit on the other exhibition. And
mhm.
there was this gentleman who came to me and said, "He's been following me, and this printing was that price there. How come you? It's
How come it's different? How come it's different? Yeah.
yeah." And that struck me. And then yeah, the more you talk to artists and galleries, they don't want you to be changing prices.
Right. Well, I can see that. I can see how if you're working within a system like that, you want everything sort of across. You want everything to be the same because
Right.
it might make a collector upset if he sees one price at a show and then it changes or he goes
Change.
somewhere else.
That was very, very in the beginning of my career, but now I don't. And I have worked with art consultants who have shown my work or bought my work for Las Vegas, and
Mhm.
for hospitals. So and I give them the same price, and
Right.
they are very happy about it. And I'm like, oh my god, I could have easily charged them double or something,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
did not do that because I don't want to be like known for artists who change their price according to their collector. I
Right.
would do it for everybody. And yeah, and there have been negotiations. Depends on person to person how well I know the person. I would like maybe give a discount if it's going from my
Right.
studio, if they
Well,
ask for it.
well, and
I
I think for portrait painters, it's a little different because every portrait is so unique and different.
Right.
You may have a portrait where the person wants to sit at a desk and have all kinds of little personal items
Oh wow. Yeah.
spread out on the desk, and so you've got to paint those in. It's going to take extra time, or maybe they want in some sort of an outdoor setting, and so it's different when you're trying to deal with a portrait because of the amount of work can change so drastically from one to another.
Absolutely, I
Eh,
agree. So for your portrait
So,
painting, you can actually charge according to the portrait or the work you are working.
yeah, so that may be one difference between abstract and figurative because if I have to paint a couple instead of just one person, then I'm going to have to obviously charge more because there's more work involved.
Right. For
So,
me, there's not much difference in the how I paint if it's 36 by 36 or 48 by 48. Right? It's like
right,
it's more.
but you can charge more.
I
The
can
work
charge more,
the
but
work
I can charge a whole lot more because there's like there's of course the supplies are costlier and there's more supplies used and
right.
more this thing, but still, yeah,
Well, that's
that's
what I've heard some painters break it down to a price per square inch type of formula, and I don't know how that works. They have a price per square inch, and then they just price it out based on the size of the painting. So I don't
yes,
know.
I do that too. There has to be some formula to make life easy, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right,
we don't have to let everyone know, but there are formulas for every artist how that will work. Like you can work like you decide how many hours you're going to put, and
right.
then decide on how many. So for me, yeah, there is a little bit of formula because like all paintings are different for me as well. Like I would sometimes do if there's a deadline, maybe I'll just work day and night and maybe finish a painting in a week or something.
Mhm.
They are oil paintings, so I cannot rush the drawing part for sure.
Right.
But there are good times when I keep it very spontaneous and not overwork it. And
Sure.
there are commissions I keep working and working, and then I have to do multiples sometimes just to make it work.
Yeah.
So there are different hours involved in each painting, but I do keep a formula. So just to keep myself little like how to give that initial foundation of pricing and then I tweak a little bit.
Mhm. Right. Well, do you want to talk about this painting that we were looking at?
Yes,
See if we can bring it up.
this is this one. Yeah, it came up.
How do I get to it?
Yeah, it came up. So take a breath.
There it is. There's
Yeah,
what I was looking for.
yes,
And this is called
take a breath.
Take a Breath. Well, tell us a little bit about that
So
painting.
this painting is very special. I'm not sure how it came out from me because I even the colors I was not thinking of these colors initially when started painting and it just portrays my concept so beautifully. Take a breath, like how in this chaotic world we are always rushing and not even like reflecting into ourselves, like sitting down or just taking a breath. Even sometimes I'm myself like working or doing stuff and I hold my breath, not like not even breathing. Sometimes I feel so.
Right.
Yeah, so how we are anxious, we just hold our breath. So this painting gives like take a breath, slow down, and I actually did this. I think 2 or 3 years ago, 2.5 years, and I posted this on Reddit one time,
Oh, yeah. What kind of response did you get?
and I got 76K views on this painting
Well, good.
and 211 comments,
Wow.
and one person actually said that it saved his life, and
Wow.
it was like the person was in anxiety state and very feeling very low in life and very depressed, and this painting actually uplifted that person, and I sent him a print of this painting
Yeah. That's
and
great.
said it reminds like it just makes him go into a happy place, so which is like such a successful thing for me. It's very rewarding for me when I hear
Sure.
all.
Yeah, it's amazing what kind of an impact a painting can have on a person's life. You
Right,
know, and I'm looking at it's oil paint, but it's thin in places, it's thick in places, it's got some looks like it's got some texture, and I can see the idea when you say you use air to move the paint. You can actually sort of see that in the way
right,
that in the way the paint is being distributed across the canvas.
right. This is how I use my knowledge of figurative art and still life and everything. It comes naturally to me now. How we don't need all these shapes and textures like very static or very like same.
Right.
So
Is
that's
there any, is there any other painting on the website that you like that you wanted to point out while,
it's
while we're here?
this one. Yeah, go back, go up. Yeah, up, up, up. This four paintings, set of four paintings.
Oh, right here.
Yes, that's yeah. That's another favorite of mine. This came out really good. That was in one sitting and four panels, and they're small paintings, but I think they have a lot of depth and kind of interesting shapes and everything and a feeling.
Yeah,
I
and you sold them as it's sold as one piece,
So
correct?
interestingly, no. Interesting is I sold them as one and three.
Oh,
So
okay.
one collector, or I would say like my collector now, she was following me for a while and wanted a very small painting from me and loved this one. I sold one to her
Oh, okay.
because
Because I was thinking it would make a wonderful, a wonderful four panel piece
it does make a
come
wonderful.
together.
Yeah, and then I sold three together to another collector. So
Okay.
those two are new collectors, and I said, why not? If the other three stays with me, I'm happy that that person is getting my one painting.
Sure.
So
Sure.
I just did break that rule and sold one, and then
That's
I have all four sold, and there's another one. Just keep going up, up, up. Yeah, more, more. Okay, not in this one. This is a different series. Yeah, if you go to portfolio
all right.
and
Down
go to garden,
garden.
these three paintings. So I
Uh,
painted these as a set of three paintings. They are 40 inches by 40 inches, so that's make like 120 inches. And they went
Beautiful.
so well together. And then the gallery had one painting and they sold to a hospital. And I had two left. And recently I sold those two as a set. So those
Wow.
were,
40 by 40.
yes,
That's pretty good size.
very good size, yes.
Well, how do you like doing this 64 by 8 diptych?
So this one actually is a very funny
That's an
story. Yeah,
that's an interesting
com-
grouping there. I like that a lot. I like
thank,
I like the odd shape.
thank you. It was like not designed to be this size, but it just happened. And these are acrylic, not oils. So
Mhm.
I built a big crate, wood crate for painting to be shipped to Atlanta, and I had some leftover wood. And I asked my husband just to put like the sides, like the backing on these pieces, and just try some acrylic paint and see how they will come along. And they became really nice paintings.
Yeah,
And I thought, yeah, maybe I should do more of the acrylics.
on wood panel.
Wood
Yeah,
pan.
it's great.
So these are like really long pieces were left over from the crate I built, and the wood was great. It was
Well,
a good wood, so I used that wood.
that's really good.
And then another story was is that I have done paintings on doors, like
Yeah,
hollow doors,
that's a
and
good idea.
that size has been popular, believe it or not, because that's very unusual size, and they go good on dining table or sofa, like really
So
nice.
it's like a hollow door, hollow core
Hollow
door.
doors. One time I didn't have any wood panels, and I was looking for something. I went to Home Depot and found these doors, and
Right.
they were 36 by 80 inches
Huh.
difference.
Well, I could see where that would be a good size.
Yeah, if you go to my website, like front page, the first painting is on the door painting.
That's
Yeah, if you
great.
go to the home page, home.
So again, your website is ushashuklaart.com.
Yes, Usha Shukla.
Usha,
So
all right.
that size actually is popular as well, and I've done more of those sizes again. Later,
That's
I did more, and it just, yeah. I just bought a hollow door without the doorknob that they make a hole for the
right,
door, so
right,
you buy like a solid hollow, and it's not heavy, and it's good, and it's primed.
right,
So,
right. It's
so I,
ready made to paint on.
yeah, but I did prime myself again, one more coat, and I did the whole process do, and
Right.
then I painted, and they became really nice paintings.
Well, what do you do to market yourself in this day and age? What's a professional artist do to promote their work?
So for promoting and showing your work, I think first thing is the website. Still the website for me.
The website.
Still like the website, the number one thing for me. People actually more put more emphasis. You can show the home page of my website. Usha yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the website is important to
Important,
your
very important, because like the Instagram feeds comes and goes, and Instagram sometimes I don't show my full
right,
paintings or new
right,
paintings,
right.
and not, it doesn't have all the information about myself, like about me as an artist. So I have CV about highlights, the art I've done. So this new show, the Commonwealth, the last in the menu, Commonwealth Club. I have a new exhibition going on in Commonwealth Club, San Francisco.
Club San Francisco, right here.
Yes,
Oh, I
and
see.
I put the paintings, all the paintings that are showing over there. So
That's
this
great.
page has all the paintings.
Boy, that's a good size one here, 48 by 84.
That's a good big size painting. That's the biggest I can fit in my van. So that size
Right.
is. But I've done larger than those also. I've done 62 by 72 inches.
Wow.
But I cannot
They're
transport.
hard to transport.
Hard to transport. I need a truck. The gallery actually sent a truck to bring those paintings to the location and back. Yeah. So I was talking about social media, right? So
Yeah, I was wondering what you're doing on social media to
from
to promote yourself. To
yeah.
what are you
So
involved in?
website for sure, and Instagram. I was quite active on Instagram lately. I've been little bit lacking because I was traveling a lot, and uh,
Right,
so second is Instagram for sure, and LinkedIn.
right.
LinkedIn,
Yeah,
LinkedIn.
I see you a lot on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn a lot.
Yeah. So like when we call ourselves professional, and LinkedIn is a professional platform, so why not use it, right? So
Right, right,
artists tend not to use it. They use mostly Instagram because people are asked first thing, what's your Instagram profile, right?
right.
First they will ask if you meet somebody. That is good to know that Instagram is good just to immediately see your work, or just to
Mhm.
have this. But if somebody wants to know more about your, then they go to
Go to the website. Yeah.
website.
What about TikTok? Have you been on TikTok?
I have not been on TikTok. I don't know. It's confusing to me. It's like people on TikTok have so many followers. I don't know if
That's crazy.
it's crazy.
Well,
I've looked.
it's built for quickness, flashes of content, like 60 seconds
So, would you
of
recommend
content.
TikTok?
And TikTok also has a huge shopping network, TikTok shopping, where you can do a live show. You could go on TikTok live and from your home show all your paintings and do an auction
Oh,
or
really?
yeah, or or just have predetermined pricing and just go on TikTok live and show your paintings.
Maybe I'll do that. I will. research more on TikTok and
Uh,
maybe you
yeah,
can.
check into TikTok shopping and also Whatnot. Whatnot is another online shopping platform where you can go live but you can use you can use your iPhone cell phone. You don't have to have anything fancy. Just
Okay.
um, and set it up in your home and just go live. And it's free in terms of um, the live connection, because that's where a lot of the marketing and a lot of buying and selling is taking place now is on these live shopping networks. It's almost like, in the old days, they had the home shopping network on cable.
Right.
Well, now with the technology we have, people are just doing their own home shopping networks. It's like everybody who's got anything to sell at all, they will do a
Right.
live,
Yeah,
they will
I
do a
can.
live show.
I can go. I can check TikTok and maybe learn more about it. For
Um,
me, I have worked mostly with art consultants
mhm.
and art and collectors who like to talk to me and see more of my work before committing to one piece.
Right,
So
right.
so that's why I don't usually sell through Instagram, though I'm little active there as well. That's why the website is very important for me, so I can give the link of my website to art consultants and they can go deep and check what is
Well,
so. Yeah.
I was looking at your website and I was wondering, do you sell prints?
That's my another website. If you go shop art, the first one, shop art.
Right here.
Yes,
So I was going to say that you're ready made oh, here we go. Art prints.
yes. It's not showing on the screen, but yeah, I sell art prints myself, and I sell art prints through other sources as well.
Yeah, it opened up in another
Yes.
window. The shop
Okay.
art
Yeah,
did.
yeah. So
So
there's yeah, it's not showing here. That's okay.
yeah, okay. Well, I
But
just what I was wondering if
so I
if you
have
were
two
doing that.
websites. Sorry, I interrupted you.
You say you have another website?
Yes, shop for shop. It's called shop ushashuklaart.com. So there I sell my merchandise and prints.
All right, let me see. It's
Shop
shop
Usha Shukla Art
Usha
Shukla
Shukla
art.com.
art.com. Shop Usha. Let's see if I typed it in right. Well, I guess I typed it in wrong. Shop Usha. Oh, I spelled your name wrong. Sorry about that. I left out the K. Let's see. It's Usha.
Shukla, Shukla.
Shop Usha
Shukla.
Shuk Shukla. See if that did it. Shukla. Shop Usha Shukla. There we
Yes,
go.
yes.
There we go.
And this one has my art prints. And this one has some merchandise. This one has my pillows. That was a collaboration with another
Okay.
business. Pillows, where you say pillows.
Is there a link to this website off your other website? Are they
Yes,
connected? So
shop
they're
art.
connected in some
They're
way.
connected. They are connected, and
Yeah.
they both. So if you go to portfolio, it takes to back to my original website, and if
Right.
you do shop art, it takes to this. So it's connected. Both of these are connected.
Okay. Good. Good. All right.
Yeah. So
Well, what else were you wanting to do? Was there anything else that you were looking in terms of social media of what you're interested in doing, like maybe a YouTube channel or something like that?
yes, I do have a YouTube channel, and I don't post a lot because the YouTube channel frustrates me. It's not easy to navigate, I feel, and
Right.
you more time and seriousness when you're posting on YouTube, I think.
It
Uh,
can eat up the time. I mean, we only
yes,
have so much time on our hands, right?
right.
So
so much to learn, right? For if you want to post on YouTube, so I need definitely need help with YouTube
Yeah.
channel. And
Um,
is it people go to YouTube channels? Is it
well,
more Instagram?
well, in terms of viewership, YouTube has more viewers on it now than Netflix or Amazon Prime. I mean, it's the largest viewership of just about any platform that you can think of. So, and it's only getting bigger and bigger. So, from my standpoint, from what I think in terms of what I've been seeing, that YouTube is pretty much essential for anybody who's in the visual arts
Right.
because YouTube is a visual medium
Hmm.
and it's long form as opposed to short form. You know, you can post a long form video on YouTube for an hour and do a demonstration. You could do an entire 30 or 40-minute demonstration of your art technique.
Right.
You know, that you could not do that on Instagram because Instagram is not made for long form. It's made for short,
Right. Right.
made for little snippets of time, you know.
Yeah, Instagram. I think the YouTube is more for people who teach. I think for more visual artists who teach workshops or I'm not into teaching right now, so maybe that's why I thought people might not be interested to
Well,
go.
well, if you look at it from the standpoint more of not teaching, but of promoting your work by showing what you do,
Right,
you're not really teaching because there's a lot of people that post on YouTube who are just showing their daily lives. They're just going through their day and really not trying to convey any information. They're just trying to say, here I am. You know, I'm a human being out here in the world, and this is what I do during the day. Come along for the journey. Let me show you what I'm doing. And that's basically what they do.
so that's that how is it different than showing on Instagram, like your daily life, or is it like
Well, because Instagram is limited to in terms of timing,
yes, true.
right? On Instagram, you can't post a 45-minute video and get any traction. I'm not even sure. Is there a limit on Instagram in terms of length of video?
It's I don't know what's the length, but
What's the
people have like small attention span. Instagram is like
right?
maybe few 10, 11 seconds video. I
Yeah,
think
exactly. And TikTok is the same way.
yes,
Um,
yeah,
TikTok and
but
Insta and Snapchat, those platforms are made for number one, your iPhone. People
yeah,
posting things from their iPhone that can quickly be uploaded to Instagram, and boom, there it is.
right,
YouTube is more like a I hate to say television platform because it's really not a television because it's not that highly produced, you know, but it's more of a long, stretched out format where you can put on anything from a minute up to 3 hours.
right.
You know, there are some people
I have to look
posting,
into Instagram and put more energy and time into it because right for YouTube video, I did get a video made of myself, like
mhm.
a 9 minute video, and it's on on YouTube.
Well, I think the idea is to take your iPhone and just um, videotape everything that you do during the day. Just have it turned on, and if you're going to the art, if you're going to the art supply store, just
Hmm.
film yourself going to the art supply store, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just you going to the art supply store and showing you going up and down the aisle buying your paints, and then you can immediately post that on Instagram. You could post it on TikTok.
But
You can post it on YouTube.
for YouTube as well.
Yeah, YouTube takes YouTube has shorts as well.
Okay, I've
You
not
can
done.
you can post them on your YouTube channel. You can post them on Facebook Reels.
Yep.
So
I
it doesn't. So it doesn't have to
Instagram and
be
Facebook are connected. They post immediately on Facebook, right? Instagram automatically posts on Facebook.
right. Yeah, you can set it up that way.
Set it
Right.
up that way, but not the
Because
YouTube.
that's
I
right.
I
Because
have not done YouTube much. I don't know when was the last time I posted on YouTube. It's been a while.
yeah, because YouTube is Google, run by Google, and Facebook is run by Zuckerberg, and
Yes,
it's a
right,
different
right.
platform altogether. So, um, but
Yes,
the idea is to create content.
exactly.
Bottom line is get your face, and get your paintings, and get your life documented somehow on video, and post it, and start posting yourself on all of these various platforms, because it's about engaging with the viewer, engaging with the audience, engaging with those who follow you. You know, if your collectors are following you, they can follow you on all of these various platforms and watch you, you know, watch you through your daily routine, or
Right.
what you post, whatever it is you're posting. If you go to an art gallery, you can film that. It's becoming comfortable with whipping out your iPhone and taping everything you do.
Yep.
That's a hurdle to overcome for a lot of people, because it makes them feel awkward to film in public.
Right. And all the time, like when I'm painting, I don't like to be filmed because I'm in a different zone. I don't want any distractions.
Right,
So when
right.
I want to do Instagram reel or something, that time I'm not seriously painting. Like it's
Mhm.
more like demoing or
Yeah.
something. Because
Well, and it's going to be it's already that's good though, because it's everybody's different. You've
yes.
got to find your own way. But
So you would recommend like such like setting up a camera when I'm painting so that it records and
well, give it a try, give it a shot. You don't have to even talk if you don't want to. Just turn
yeah,
on the camera and maybe change the angles around, move it around the room as you're painting, and
yeah,
just pretend it's not even there.
yeah.
You know, maybe do some close-ups showing you working on the canvas, then maybe back off and get a longer shot. Just kind of change things around. Just play around with it, and it's not costing you anything. You know,
But I
just
will
turn.
need another person to film me, right? If it's or
No, just get your camera out, stick it on a tripod, or lean it up on the table. Just point the camera
yeah.
while you're painting. Get you a cheap tripod, stick it on that, and then
I
just
have a
move.
tripod, but I can try doing it because I feel very cautious when there's a camera or when something is being recorded or sometimes like I'm in my not a very good like my painting clothes and I'm
Right,
working. It's
right,
not like a
right.
good I want to portray that image maybe.
Well,
I have
like I say, everybody's different.
right.
Some artists would love showing them in their painting overalls, because it shows reality, it shows realism, it shows this is the
Yeah.
way I work. This is real life. This is authentic.
Right,
And
right.
so they don't mind, they don't mind showing themselves in their work clothes. But
Yes.
then I can see how that could be uncomfortable for someone else. So it just depends on you and what you feel comfortable with.
Comfortable, right.
But if you've never done it, no one's going to see it. You could film yourself painting a couple of paintings on your iPhone. Just turn it on and let her run, and
Yes.
nobody's going to see it unless you want them to.
And how much you want to, right? Yeah, it doesn't have to be a
And
yeah,
and it,
I have made videos for Instagram and a long video for YouTube. So I've
yeah.
done that, but not. I don't do it all the time. I should be doing it all the time, like whatever new work I'm doing, maybe.
Well, unfortunately, we're in the day and age of content creation on social media. I mean,
Yeah,
that's where people are living now. That's
yeah,
where they're at.
right,
They're gonna be on Instagram looking at paintings and not walking through the gallery. I mean, that's the bottom line.
right. Yeah, it's like my work shows so beautifully and so much better in person than like in the pictures, right?
Oh, I know it. if you can get people, there, if you can get them inside the gallery or get them to see something in person, but it's increasingly hard to get people to spend time on those kinds of things where they can just flip on their phone and go to Instagram and look at all kinds of paintings.
I know
Or the
all these platforms are so important for artists right now, right?
Sure, yeah, yeah.
They are all good and they all need your attention, right?
Well, if you're a kid, especially if you're under the age of 18, and you're an aspiring artist and you like to draw and you like to paint, kids are going to be on these platforms.
Yes.
They're going to be posting everything they do.
Even the interior designers are on Instagram. Recently, those two paintings I sold was through an interior designer who followed me on Instagram and always communicates through Instagram messages. So it's not like there are no emails or anything. Everything is on Instagram.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when I realized, like, you never know what you're posting and who is looking at it. Like, you would never know, right?
That's
And
right. That's right.
and there are people who are very seriously following you and looking for new stuff here. So everything is important. LinkedIn, Instagram, website. I
Yeah.
think TikTok also, and Facebook. Facebook is very comfortable because they're friends, and that's more for my friends.
Well, and you can post shorts. You can take your Instagram post, whatever you upload to Instagram, unless it already shows up, you can post it on Facebook Reels, because Facebook Reels is basically shorts, the 2 minute and less, 2 minutes and shorter videos.
Yes. Yeah,
And
Facebook. Yeah, mine, Instagram and Facebook business page are connected, so
connected, so they show up. Yeah.
automatically goes there. And then
My,
stories, I do stories, whatever I post. So I have to learn
right,
about the story part, the story I share.
right. Well, and also you can get on YouTube and just spend some time on YouTube looking at videos of other artists and see what they're doing. And you'll see that they're not all teaching. I mean, there's a
Right,
lot of art galleries that have YouTube channels,
right.
and one way that I can attend a lot of these art shows is by going on YouTube and seeing if they are covering their show on YouTube. And it's becoming more and more prevalent as well, especially to these big shows. Um, so it's a way for me to sit at home and go through a gallery and look at the paintings sitting at home when the gallery is across the country. I can't hop in a plane and go there, but I can sit at home and watch it.
Right. Yeah, no, I should be doing that. Yes, thank you for the reminding that. And maybe I will need your help with my
So,
YouTube channel.
sure, anything I can do. Now, I've been, like I say, I've started 3 new YouTube channels myself, and I'm starting from scratch, and I'm trying to build all 3 of those YouTube channels and
So
get them monetized.
can you share the link? I will go through your YouTube channels and have a look.
Yeah, I'll shoot you an email and show you those
Sure.
because they're brand new. They don't have a lot of content yet. That's why I appreciate you doing this, because this will add some content to my channel.
Okay.
And and then I started doing this live stream about 8 weeks ago. I've been doing this live stream on weekday mornings here from this coffee shop in order to try to build up one of the channels, and that channel is devoted to just social media and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about stuff on just dealing with that topic. People helping people with their channel and helping people get online and do social media. It gives us something to talk about. So
That's amazing. Yeah, I need help there. I'm very comfortable with Instagram, but not YouTube for sure.
yeah, well, there's a learning curve for sure, but it's in a lot of ways it's real simple. all you got to do is upload the video, and it's easy to set up your channel. You've already got your channel,
I
so
have
it's
already got some, yes, and I have some videos I've been
and
posted on Instagram. I can use those for YouTube. Right?
yeah, yeah, just everything you post on Instagram, post it on YouTube, post it on your channel.
I didn't know that. Okay, I can start it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that would be a good start. And if you do any sort of extended long form video of a painting or a walk through a gallery or whatever, post that on YouTube as well. It's not costing you anything. It's
Yeah,
free.
yes, and I can maybe walk through my new exhibition. I can show my solo exhibition, and then maybe
Yeah,
walk through that, post that on
sure.
YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's the posting on YouTube and getting it online is easy. The hard part is creating the content. The hard part is turning on the camera and shooting the content.
and
And
grabbing the attention of the viewer, like hard part.
and
Just
and yeah, and then of course getting the attention of the viewer. Yeah, yeah, which comes to dealing with the thumbnail and the title of your video. So,
yeah,
uh, but it's like anything else. It takes a little bit of learning. There's a learning curve, a little bit of
hmm,
a little bit of time to learn the process, learn how to get it going. But the main thing is to just get comfortable with turning on the camera, and it's still a hard thing to do to
yeah,
put on that camera and start videotaping yourself in public.
yeah.
You know
I forget to turn on the camera, or just like, oh, I should have recorded this, or I just I'm
exactly,
in and out of my studio. I work and then I just get out because it's oil paints. I don't want to be there and filming it for a long time.
well, and people are interested. People are interested in the authenticity, the real life of a person
Right,
because
right. Yeah.
because you're unique. You are your own person. You have your own story to tell,
Yes.
and that's interesting because you're not like anybody else, and
Yeah.
that's how you're going to stand out
Hmm.
is because nobody paints like you do, and nobody goes through their daily routine like you do.
Yeah. Nobody, yeah, thinks like, or what I'm experiencing when I'm painting, like me, right? Yeah. So this
Exactly,
me,
exactly.
me, absolutely,
In
yes.
fact, I was watching a video yesterday by Gary Vaynerchuk, and he's a world class marketing genius, one of the original YouTube content creators, and he's got one of the largest marketing companies in the world. And I was watching him yesterday, and they were talking about art, and he said that when you look at a painting or you look at something someone's created, it reflects what they were feeling at that time.
Right,
It's a window into their emotion, to the day they're having, to what they were feeling at that moment. And that's a part of what makes art so special is because it reflects what that person was going through at the time they created it.
right. It is like so honestly, like pure, and it's from the heart side. So it's the
Mhm.
artist you cannot separate from the art. It reflects what you are.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yes.
tell you, Usha, we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. What do you think? We're
Good.
gonna
Like,
we're gonna we're gonna
any
ru-
other
we're
question?
gonna we're gonna run out of time. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Talk
Anything
about,
else? Anything else you want to bring up?
bring up. Like I had this museum show last year, which was a great breakthrough for my art career.
Where was the show?
That was the International Art Museum of America in San Francisco.
In San Francisco.
Yes.
So what did that do to boost your career?
So for all, like the museum first museum show,
Okay.
that
Yeah.
was the confidence, and that was a big this thing in my career because I've shown in galleries and nationally and internationally, but showing in a museum was a very different experience. It was not about selling art. It was about showing or be in the museum and people coming just to have that experience. I didn't
Right.
sell anything because I was not expecting it. And then people just go to the museums to experience art, right? And
Right.
it's a different mindset when we go to the museum versus the gallery. So I wanted my viewers to have that kind of experience with my paintings when it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. Well, I've never thought of it that way, but I guess you're right because when a person goes to a gallery, they're in the frame of mind of maybe purchasing something,
Purchasing something and then frame of mind that these artists are active, uh, commercial, or selling, professionals
selling something. To where
selling
when you go to a museum, it's more about experiencing the
art.
experience of going to the art and seeing it in the framework of a museum.
Yes,
But
and the museum light and the museum ambience and the museum, like it makes so much difference when your art is in a museum.
I
Like
gotcha.
you have this vast space, you go up the stairs. It's like it's different than what you see in a gallery.
Was that something that you were invited to, or was it something you had to audition for, or how did you get
So
to the?
one of my artist friends or someone I saw had shown there, and it intrigued me. And then I reached out to them, like, how do I show in your museum? And they
Okay,
had two different spaces in the museum itself where they rotate artists, so they show artists' work.
I gotcha. I
And
gotcha.
then I sent my portfolio to them, and they selected, and that's how it went.
Okay,
It was
good.
it was quite smooth. So I'm
Well,
now planning
you've got this upcoming show. What else have you got? What else have you got coming up?
the Commonwealth Club. I was invited. They reached out to me. Commonwealth Club of it's in on. So they have an artist. They have a holiday mixer on December 12th, and I'm one of their speakers. So I will be speaking about my art and myself on
Okay, good. On December the 12th.
December 12th on their holiday mixer.
Well, you need to videotape it. Don't forget. Don't
Yes, yes,
don't forget to have your husband or somebody videotape it and post it on YouTube.
yes, absolutely. Yes,
Put
that's
that put that on your list of things. Don't
yeah.
forget.
And another thing I've been looking for is like a really, really big space to create really large pieces. So right now I'm painting at home. I have a three-car garage space, which is like really small for me because these are all paintings. I'm painting with air. I don't want paint blowing
Right.
into the painting. So I kind of paint one by one, like once it's done, then I start another one.
Well, and the ventilation too. I would think you want someplace that's big enough to
Yes,
working with all the oil paints and stuff,
right.
solvents and whatever. You'll need adequate ventilation. I can see where a garage. And how do you keep the dust level down in a
There's
garage?
no dust level. I have a commercial grade purifier,
Okay,
so I
that's
use that all the time, and it helps a lot.
good.
There's no smell except like the oil paint, but not like really like harsh smell. I use
Right,
I use Gamsol as a solvent. I try to wear mask, uh,
right.
and I keep windows open. Sometimes I keep the garage door main open also.
That's
So
good.
I try all the precautions as I much as I can, not hindering my creativity because if there's too much around going around, I cannot create. So
Right.
I
I
do
hear you.
that space for myself. So I'm looking for a big studio space, a warehouse kind of a space where I can paint on multiples. That's my dream now.